Hip flexor stretch. So we want to start this stretch in the half kneeling position, or basically in the bottom of the lunge position. From here, what we want to think about is keeping nice and tight through the core. Almost imagine like you're locking your rib cage down over your pelvis, or getting rid of the arch in the lower back here. So really important, keep the core on tight. From this position, what we want to do is drive forwards through the hips, keep the torso a little bit more upright, and in doing so, we're going to get a stretch out of our hip flexor muscle. So basically, where you think the top of your back leg joins onto your pelvis or the rest of your torso. So we're just trying to lengthen this area through here. Often gets very tight through activities like sitting, at a desk or in a car. So this muscle that crosses the hip joint is the one we're targeting. So you can hold that for 30 or 60 seconds each side. And another thing you can do is start to sort of pulse forwards and backwards, nice and gentle with this. So taking it through a small range of motion. So you'll notice as you drive those hips forward, you're going to get a little bit more of a stretch. What we want to avoid is getting the movement in the wrong area. So if we don't engage the core properly and we're not thinking about what we're doing, often as we drive the hips forward, we're just going to get that range of motion through the lower back. In which case we're not actually getting the stretch in the desired area, we're just getting range of motion in an area that we essentially want to keep stable. Another little variation on this is we can put the back foot up on something, so a bench or a chair or a couch or a bed or whatever you've got if you're at home. And in doing so, we're going to target a particular hip flexor and quadriceps muscle called your rectus femoris, which gets notoriously tight. So basically think about popping top of the back foot up on a bench, knees going to be close to the bench. Think about the exact same points, lock the ribs down, engage the core. And again, if you've got it in you, you can start rocking forwards and backwards nice and smooth, so just take that through a range of motion. Or you might find even just elevating that leg, it turns that stretch on a fair bit, and that's all you might be able to tolerate, in which case just hold that. Again, hold it for say 30 or 60 seconds each side, or maybe 10 rocks forwards and backwards, and that's the hip flexor stretch.